Hey everybody, we're going to do your twin flame energy check-in for the month of October. However, whenever you see it, if something resonates, that means there's a message here for you. Thank you for being here. All the info you need to know is listed down below. So we have the divine feminine on the left-hand side, the divine masculine on the right. However, energy is fluid, kind of like time. So just flip it however it resonates, but don't try to make it fit. Some cool things that are going on. We had some mirrored numbers here, 52 and 25. The middle portion, the rest and renewal, transmuting pain and movement towards adventure, 25, 50, and 22, which that's kind of cool for all you numbers people because 25 times 2 is 50. But the overall view, what I'm trying to get to here is this has been a good period of rest and renewal and healing between the divine feminine and masculine in the 5D, in the connection, transmuting the pain, and movement. That's the most important thing, right? That's what everybody wants to know about. It is moving forward, movement towards adventure. Now, the areas of healing or blockages that are still going on for the divine feminine is straddling worlds, wandering between realms. And there's one person on this card, right? However, and I always saw it as two people embracing because the blue creates like a whole new person that's embracing this purple masculine that's coming down. They're both angels. And one day I could only see the one. I could not see the two anymore. And it drove me crazy. It came out in some reading. And I see the two today. And so it's more about integrating her divine masculine and feminine within. We have both of those within us. And taking back her power to step in to progress towards her own future and her highest good, which will free up some of the energy. And I think she's been doing that since she's straddling. She's making steps and progress and deep quiet meditation and stillness. Card 11, it feels like the feminine's having a hard time calming her mind and going to that space to where she feels at peace, thinking about the connection in a way where she's detached from it for some of you. Let's go ahead and get one of these twin flame cards for the divine feminine energy. Number 27, that's been coming out like crazy. Ancient calling. Trees hold the memories of Mother Earth as our soul holds the memories of our lifetimes. The vibration of love is felt as each twin awakens at their own destined time. So she's just been waiting for the divine masculine to awaken here for some of you. And she might be going through an awakening all on her own. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get some more clarifiers here for what needs to be healed for the divine feminine. Lessons. Okay. Knowledge, understandings. Look for the lessons in the situation and a tower moment. Unexpected change and new opportunities. I'm going to have to clarify that. So it feels like there's this one little piece of knowledge that she's trying to get her hands on or figure out or reason with. And that might be what's keeping her stuck straddling between worlds. And I think if she goes and meditates, she can find that. I'm wondering about this tower, though. What's this tower entail? Messages found in songs or lyrics, confessions of love. Oh, wow. Ignoring big issues or heavy burdens. Maybe she's trying to ignore all of the, like her soul cry, her heart singing. Yeah, there's a call to action here in messages from spirit. Intuition and gut instinct. Reunions, weddings, reasons to celebrate. Ooh, as a tower, that's... The tower could be just, it didn't happen. Maybe she felt pinged and she thought it was going to happen on a certain date or by a certain time. Maybe an intuition, even a tarot reading had told her that. And she got upset and kind of discouraged by that. What does this tower entail? I'm going to get the tarot out here. Page of Wands. So that's usually like communication, sometimes passionate. Nine of Wands, but this isn't the Winged Warrior Nine of Wands. It's she's standing tall, proud, and refusing to put out that flame. Refusing to kind of move forward. Just kind of waiting it out here. But there's something coming in. This tower is going to produce a little bit of options or confusion. Somebody else might be coming in to kind of distract the divine feminine. Could be from the divine or just a new love offer. And it's going to come down to free will. You're going to get a new love offer. There's another 7. So we got 2 7s here. Divinely guided, 7 of Pentacles. But I've already planted the seeds in this one. High Priestess, that's the deep knowing, secrets coming to light. And the Chariot. 27 again, guys. 2 and 7. 27, that number might be significant. That's 27 breaks down to a 9, though, which signifies it's almost at the end. You've got another 9. There's something to this. 3 sevens. This secret, this one piece of information is keeping this from either moving forward or keeping her from moving forward. What's the secret? Or deep knowing. 10 of Pentacles. Could be a family situation, stability. 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles, partnership. Lots of earth energy, but also finances, stability, money. Wow, is she ignoring? There might be a feminine out there that's ignoring her inner truth and call to action because she has a partnership with somebody else or is trying to balance something else at home. That won't be for everybody. Let's go over here to the Divine Masculine now. We have the root girl, disowned self, 46. That breaks down to a 10, so it's coming to an end with gestation period, winter's dream. I think winter is going to be very significant. Notice all the purple and blue in all of these cards. But it was funny to me that root girl came out for the Divine Masculine, and it just screamed to me that he's having a hard time getting in touch with his divine feminine side, like owning his truth, dealing with his feelings. And for whatever reason, he's become really withdrawn from his 3D life or solely focused on it to the extent of, oh, the chaser just tried to fall out, to the extent of ignoring his heart space. So what does that entail for the Divine Masculine? And then we're going to get into their current thoughts and feelings. Oh, I didn't give him a twin flame card. We're going to do that soon. Sorry, gentlemen. Didn't mean to forget about you. Travel. So that's movement, meeting, and adventure. Be ready for new experiences. Mirroring. Cycles. Blessings. So he's being protected. Marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. And pause. Inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. So he's kind of on pause. For some of you, he's closing out a cycle. Going through a cycle might be in a relationship for someone else, with someone else. For others of you, that marriage card is the marriage of his emotions within, with his logical thinking. And the mirroring, he can feel that feminine energy come through to him on the 5D on such a level that I feel like it's kind of unsettling, disconcerting. Why would that even? Yeah, it's not, it makes him uneasy. The Divine Feminine, or Masculine, I mean. Number 24, stillness. In that moment of silence, I hear the whispers and longing of your heart. See? I feel this vibrationally through waves of love. You are asked to seek stillness, to ground yourself in nature as answers await you. So stillness also referenced. Like in that time, be at peace, be at calmness with the stillness. It's hard to do, guys. I get it. I have been here. When you're separated, your heart is down in your guts and you're going through it and nothing's making it better and none of your friends understand. They just want you to move on, get over it, find somebody or something else better, and they don't get that you're tied to the soul of this person and that your emotions mirror each other. But that's why it's super important to go within and be balanced to kind of transmute this pain and even out this connection. What's going on here with this disowned self of the Divine Masculine? There's mirroring again. So it's really coming through. I think we have 2 locks. I doubled these decks up. We do. The lock. Trapped, feeling stuck in a situation. Feeling very much trapped. I'm going to get 2 different clarifiers for that. But there's the mirrored energy. Rapid movement or communication. They might be feeling the need to communicate, an intensity to communicate. Some of the masculines were the ones that are the chasers. And so they're going through it just like the feminine, like the lack of closure here and the lack of having a conversation about this is really affecting their energy and their heart space. It's really hard because then you can't get your head and your heart usually don't match anyway, but they definitely don't match if you're getting two different sets of information as far as what's really happening in the world and what you're getting in the 5D and in your heart space. There's a friend here, and so this friend might be helping behind the scenes. I'm getting a conversation. Oh, divine intervention. Everything happens for a reason. Universal interference. Yeah, there's a friend here that's kind of playing devil's advocate. Divine masculine, maybe a masculine friend. But that's also them being so much up in their masculine energy and not listening to that heart. See, look, water, thirsty for change, drowning in emotions with the roommate dynamic, stagnant love. For those of you, if they're in a different partnership, they know that it's time to go. But for whatever reason, it could be this Ten of Pentacles stability. You know, that could be the reason why. So this first lock of the divine masculine, some of them, oh, I'm hearing, okay, so some of them are in a situation, some of them are trapped and stuck by the divine feminine energy. So they're going through, you know, if they were the chaser, that's what they're dealing with here. So trapped, we've got the King of Pentacles, yes. Strength card, could be dealing with a Leo or an Earth sign, doesn't have to be. The World and the Five of Wands. There's something that they have to close out at home before they can move forward with this love offer, even though they desperately want to. They have to find the strength and kind of get out of their own way here, row their ducks a little with the Five of Wands. But the King of Pentacles is weighing kind of heavy. They might be the sole breadwinner or have a lot of financial obligations or responsibilities. What about for this other lock? The Sun. Oh, see, they were so enamored and in love and happy with this person and expected it to come back around. And it didn't happen. Somebody made a final decision, or somebody used their head over their heart. Could be an air sign, but we've got King of Swords, the Sun, and the Knight of Cups, expecting it to come back around. And when it didn't, they still feel stuck because the emotions are still there. Oh, that's beautiful, guys. Let's get some of these to go with it, and then we'll get into their thoughts and feelings. What about for the Divine Feminine? With this Tower, straddling worlds. Oops, I don't know what that one is. Finding. Good luck, transformation, and happiness. She's finding happiness within, but she's finding like this will and this determination to transform because she's learning that lesson. That final piece of information came out, and somehow, either in meditation, in a dream, in stillness, maybe through an actual communication, make sure to work on your spiritual health and also your other health. I didn't like how these fell, but there is taking matters into your own hands, final decisions, instant changes. And then there's this avoidance and tap dancing around emotions or discussions regarding feelings. Discussions around emotional issues or feelings. And that could be who they're dealing with, or the fact that they feel that this is in bad health, is that there wasn't this conversation. And that came out in another reading for mid-October, how somebody said everything there was to say except for that one thing that would have fixed it. Literally would have fixed it, probably overnight. Okay. What about for this masculine and his areas of blockage and healing and progress? Here we got animals. So there could be pets or something that are really important to him, or I think that's more of like a totem, like a spirit, how they're communicating with him. Inspiration. Oh, he still holds that light. See that flame that's burning within? And there's a female on that card. Like, once he gets in touch with his feminine side, that's all the inspiration he's going to need. But I think he's going to need inspiration to get to that point, or some empowerment. Look at all these moons. The full moon on September 29th I think, triggered something, and it was heightened on the 14th for the eclipse, and I think it's going to come back around and kind of clear up and make some more progress on the 28th of this month, whenever we have our next full moon. And it says trust. He doesn't trust it because of the intensity of the feelings, and because, especially if he's in this other situation, it could have started out pretty good too and then ended in this situation that he can't get out of. So it's just a fear all the way around. So let's start over here and see what the Divine Masculine has to say in his heart space to the feminine. Oh, does that say I love you unconditionally? We will be together again. Yes, it does. I love you unconditionally. I love this card. Because really, a lot of times we think we love somebody unconditionally. And this is going to make me super unpopular, but it's the truth, right? When you have really detached, when you have really balanced this connection, how you know is because if this person, your other person, is in another situation that makes them happy, you're okay. You're not, you might be a little jealous, a little envious, or think, oh, that's kind of unfair, but you're happy for them. You're genuinely, legitimately happy for them, and you trust that, well, then that's for their highest good. For whatever reason, that's for their highest good. It's time for me to heal now. And so the fact that this masculine feels this way about that feminine is awesome. It's almost like, if I can't make you happy, I really want you to have somebody that does, regardless if that makes me feel uncomfortable and regardless if I miss out. But yes, I know. Nobody wants to think about that. I've been here, done this, all this. So I get it. I get it. But I wish somebody would have been real with me at the time, because I watched a lot of these readings and it was like, oh, this person's going to communicate on this date and they feel this way and they feel that way. And it resonated like fire with my soul, and none of it happened because, you know, energy changes. We all have free will, and they can love you to the moon and back. But are they going to have the courage to stand up for you, to show up for you? And if not, you don't need them. I don't care which side of the fence you're on. It's the honest to goodness truth, because that means that there is someone better with that same frequency, with less intensity, less effort to have to try to balance such an intense connection. And a lot of times it's to trigger our spiritual awakening and set us on path for our journey. And that's a blessing. That's a lesson in itself, because nobody else on the face of the planet could do that for you. Not your mama, not your daddy, not your best friend, not your spirit guides, apparently, right? You brought out the best in me. I came alive in your presence. Sorry for my little soapbox. Being apart has been more difficult than I can accept. We're going to get a clarifier on this. I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? You were my best friend, and I cherished our friendship above all others. So that friend card that came out there, there's now another message coming through. If they don't have a friend that's getting involved and playing devil's advocate on the side, they really miss the friendship aspect and don't know how to get that back, and are worried, how do we develop that and get that back without those feelings are still going to be there? And then that's a whole new set of boundaries, right? When times got tough, I gave up on you too soon. They did. So let's see what they're going through during this being apart period. Why has it been so difficult? Let's see what kind of came down. Regret. They have so much regret. It's caused denial in their energy about their connection, about what they have now. Self-worth issues. Settling. Whoa. All these came out together. Potential. Like they see it. Maybe they didn't see the potential until they let you go, or until you let them go. And it did a number on their self-worth. Some of them could have ran because they didn't feel worthy. They didn't feel they could be the King of Pentacles and give you what you needed. It's done a number on them, and now they're having a hard time balancing their energy, processing that this is a sacred journey. I think family's kind of getting in the way here as well. That's pretty lovely. All right, let's go over here to the feminine. See how she's thinking about the masculine from her heart space, please. We need to let each other go. That's not going to be for everyone. That's the girl that's trying to step through and stop straddling worlds. She's maybe going to bring her own tower down. I look for you everywhere. And we need to let each other go as the first step of surrender. But I also feel that that's a female runner. And they usually don't mean that. I bury myself in work to forget you. That's funny. We said that was over there. That might be the mirroring energy. I couldn't let you get close to me. That's the female runner. The timing just wasn't right for us. I know I was a distraction from your pain. So there might be a feminine out there who feels like the masculine just kind of trauma bonded with her or viewed it as some type of distraction from their pain instead of the connection for what it is. I am becoming a better person. So look at that. Finding happiness, transformation, good luck. The feminine is like, maybe things have shifted. Maybe the masculine energy is going to have to step up. I do think that 2024 is going to be huge for Twin Flames. And the rest of 2023. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. I'm getting an annoyed vibe from that card too. I think she's just ready for it to figure out that lesson and move forward. All right. My heart always comes back to you even when I don't want it to. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. So however that falls on, that's that runner female. Her energy is coming through strong. Whoever's in that group of the running females. I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that and into my soul. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. And someone here said some hurtful things after it ended and is very regretful of that. I feel like I've abandoned you and myself when we broke up. I want to reconcile. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. Well, let's see how she's feeling about this. And then we'll get some advice and wrap it up. Thank you for being here today, guys. If it resonated, please let me know down below. And subscribe, like, share, comment, join our tribe. We'd love to have you here. Oh, yeah. Her inner child is trying to break free. We've got inner child, fresh start, spring, union, alone, fear. All right. So this is a little bit of, I actually feel like this is the runner. This one's the runner, but I'm going to put this union card back in there because the chaser females, I think it might come back out for them. But look at this. There's so much fear of a union here because there's inner child healing that needs to be done. I just got huge spirit chills. Somebody had some childhood stuff that happened to them that has made them untrusting of love as an adult. Perhaps everybody's ever let them down. Even good parents let us down, right? But it was almost like it was constant that nobody really stepped up for this person and their inner child is still wounded. They feel very alone. It does say though, fresh start, new opportunity, release the past, second chance in the spring. Your love is blooming, your answers arrive in the spring. So that would like set us on path for 2024 for a union because this is going to be a big period of healing and development for the rest of 2023. So what about the non-runners? What about the chasers for the feminines? I should have done that for the guys too, but I didn't feel that separation of energy. Unawakened masculine. Release. They need to still surrender, but they're having a hard time with that. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Unawakened, awakening, masculine, release. That's the only thing standing in the way. Surrender and release. And everything comes back to fruition. But the problem is there's a home, a feeling of homeness, and it feels almost like giving up on a part of herself. So she doesn't want to do that. All right. Let's get some final advice here. What about for the divine feminine? Lack of faith or hope. Not owning your truth, being withdrawn. And sometimes the chaser will go in their shell and not know how to really own their truth from that part, right? And there's a healthy balance of, it's almost like if you could smash the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Cups together. with a little bit of pentacles in there. So I guess maybe almost Empress energy, because you don't want a lot of fire behind it. It needs to be vulnerable and direct and nurturing in a way. Look at this. It's time to address and fix the problem. So if you are, I would say if you're that runner and you are getting pinged to reach out, it's time. Major developments are coming soon. Not for you. This person or situation is not for your highest good. That could be how someone's feeling, or it could be the truth for a couple of you out there. Like right now, it's not ready. It might take a long time, and so they're asking you to let it go and move forward. We got the not owning the truth, giving too much, be open to receive, balancing out the energy, and there's that lack of faith or hope. Hard to do when you're at the bottom of it, but just trust everything that is meant for you will always come back. And if you focus on your highest good, it will be the highest good of all. All right, what about for the Divine Masculine? He's self-sabotaging and blocking the blessings. Some of them out there. The ego might be a little in the way. Someone needs to be vulnerable. That's the root girl energy. Getting in touch with that. Partner or spouse. This is the result of a terrible misunderstanding. Partner, I feel like it's a soul contract. So this terrible misunderstanding, I think they're going to get to the bottom of that. You're missing a key piece of information. Think with your heart and pay attention to the signs, synchronicities, and happenings in your dreams. Well, that's pretty incredible, guys. I am sending you lots of love and light. Please let me know if this is your story. I'm always rooting for you. Take care.